meets music.
I was born and raised in Connecticut, and in 1946, my parents bought a snipe for my sister and me. And so on 4th of July weekend in 46, I had my first sale, and my sister was 13 at the time. And I remember my father picking me up and putting me in the boat off the beach. And we sailed straight out and straight back in. And my pants were wet when I got back in. I don't know if it was the spray of the salt water or whether, I was getting pretty excited out there. But we had the boat for a while, and then it was damaged by the hurricane. But I got another small sailboat called a Sharpie. And I started sailing by myself in that boat, and my sister was teaching me how to sail. I had easy access to the yacht club. I mean, I lived a privileged life, a very, very lucky person. And so I could just walk to the yacht club or ride my bicycle. And then when I had a boat there, I would just go down my own and go sailing all day long and come back at dinner time. So it was a privileged life. And that's what led me into the idea of Junior Week, because I was able to sail all day long. And when Kitza and I joined the yacht club here, we'd come up during the week and there'd be no activity going on. And we said, we need to get the juniors up here involved and so they can enjoy the kind of lives that I enjoy. And that was sort of the seed for Junior Week.
Right.
And so I went into a junior program back in 1949 and won my first trophy as a skipper in 1949, which is 70 years ago now. And then I stayed in the junior program for a couple of years, and at 14 I started becoming an assistant sailing instructor for that program. And so I was like 14 at the time, and the students in the class were also my same age, which was kind of problematic because I'm trying to tell my peers what to do.
Yeah.
And so it was a little challenge that first year. And then I spent the next 10 years teaching sailing and organizing sailing programs throughout the Northeast.
Right.
And so with Junior Week now, my objectives with Junior Week initially, and my hopes for the kids were, one, that they would look back on this experience as some of the happiest days of their lives. And I think that's true because you can see a lot of seniors here who are adults coming back and volunteering for Junior Week. Amanda Hodges and Tara coming back, and Johnny Sinclair. All these were kids, in the early Junior Weeks. It's a Corinthian sport, and so we don't have paid professionals, in the activity. We may consider a boat builder or a sailmaker as a professional. But they all race as amateurs or Corinthians out there. And so that's where you have the opportunity to go to all these world events. And so I started the first World Masters here in Atlanta back in, I think it was 86, because I hadn't raced internationally at that point ever. And so I called around the world and got people here from Japan and from Denmark and from Norway and from Argentina and Brazil and India and Romania, Japan. And so we had like 6 or 7 countries.
And Europe, yeah.
We had all the international flags hung up. We had all the international anthems. And going into the last day, a Brazilian was leading. And so I had to find the Brazilian national anthem, and for the internet.
Oh yeah.
And I fortunately, an American won, but the Brazilians finished second. That was Bibi Yutz, who was just an outstanding sailor.
She's from Rio, and we still keep in touch with her.
Huh.
Yeah.
And that's where you meet these people. And so after that, we went to like 6 world championships, in Europe and
Masters,
and Masters.
Yeah.
And that's where you get to meet all these people.
Yeah.
Right.
So again, nobody's being paid. You join these regattas and you get to meet these outstanding sailors and compete against them.
Right.
Well, Sailing is one of the few sports when a 14-year-old can compete against an 80-year-old on a race course. And they both have the same rules or rights on a sailing course. And so, you can't do that in tennis, you can't do that in football, you can't do it in soccer, because your age limit, you pretty much bottom out or top out in your 30s.
Yeah.
But with sailing, it's a lifelong sport.
Pretty remarkable achievement to do 75 years of sailing. So I'm glad I was a part of it, Dad. Congratulations, huge milestone. I'm glad all your friends could be a part of it. Cheers.